Hello and namaste. In continuation with the complex numbers, we are dealing with the hyperbolic functions. We have already done the part 1, wherein this parts are been divided into the difficulty level and the approach of the particular question. So this is a part 2. Now question says, if tan of theta plus I phi is equals to cos of alpha plus I times sin alpha, then prove that theta is equals to n pi by 2 plus pi by 4 and phi is equals to 1 by 2 times log of tan of pi by 4 plus alpha by 2. So if you observe here, we need to show that what is this theta means, what is the theta and what is the phi here, and we have to prove that. Okay, now this is given us, that is tan of theta plus I phi is equals to cos of alpha plus I sin alpha, which is also we can rewrite, or we can write this as tan of theta minus I phi, which is cos of alpha minus I times sin of alpha. So if we do have the complex number like this, we can find out the conjugate of that particular, and this is what is coming out to be like this. Now tan of 2 theta is nothing but, that means what, just tan of 2 theta is equals to tan of theta plus I phi. So we just wanted to bring this I phi into the picture, and that is the reason. So it's just an adjustment. So this is tan of 2 theta minus plus I phi minus I phi. Then this 2 theta has been divided into theta plus I phi minus I phi, and this is what we have used it here. The same thing, so just by combining theta plus I phi and theta minus I phi together, and we have written it in this way. Now we know that tan of a plus b has the formula, trigonometric formula is tan of a plus tan of b upon 1 minus tan a into tan b. So we are using this here in this particular, where this capital A is theta plus I phi and capital B is equals to theta minus I phi. Accordingly, we are just finding out, so tan of A plus tan of B upon 1 minus tan A tan B. This is according to this particular two things, what I have given you here in the right hand side. Now after that, we know that tan of theta plus I phi is given to us as cos of alpha plus I sin alpha. This is already been given in the example, and similarly we could write down, based on this particular statement, we can write down tan of theta minus I phi as this. So we are just putting those values over here. After putting the values here and after just simplifying, so if you'll observe here, I sin alpha and minus I sin alpha will go off from here. The denominator cos of alpha plus I sin alpha and cos of alpha minus I sin alpha will give us cos square alpha plus sin square alpha, and which is nothing but, we are going to, so this cos square alpha plus sin square alpha, this particular identity is nothing but equals to 1, and therefore, so this particular identity is equals to 1, and therefore it's 1 minus 1. So that means something upon 0 is giving us infinity. But what is infinity here at this time? So that is nothing but tan of pi by 2. Why we need to put it tan of pi by 2? Because we have started here from tan of 2 theta from the LHS side, and that is the reason we are just trying to get it in this side, tan of pi by 2. So infinity, we are expressing infinity as tan of pi by 2. After going ahead, we have got this identity from the previous step, that is tan of 2 theta is equals to tan of pi by 2, which is same as, you can write down here as 2 theta is equals to pi by 2. Or for general value, so suppose we wanted to have a general value of this 2 theta, we have to add pi by 2. In the pi by 2, we need to add n pi. So n pi plus pi by 2 can be written as, taking the LCM as 2 here, we can rewrite as n pi upon 2 plus pi by 4. So this can be written as n pi by 2 plus pi by 4 can be done it over here. So that means we have got our first, this is what is that, theta is equals to n pi by 2 plus pi by 4. Now going ahead with the second thing, that is of tan of, so there in the previous step, to achieve this first, we have started with tan of 2 theta. Similarly, we are here because we need to have the phi is equals to this, we have done it for theta equals to, we need to show that phi is equals to, just go back and see this in the particular step here. So we wanted here theta, and that is the reason we have considered tan of 2 theta. Now we need it here phi, so that is the reason we have considered here tan of 2 I phi. We can't go for directly phi, that is the reason because this phi is, if you observe here in the previous step, if you observe this is tan of theta plus I phi, and that is the reason we are considering is I phi, so that the other things will come into the picture. And therefore, if you observe here, this we have done it in the same way. So 2i5 we have expressed theta minus theta plus theta, and after that we have got this again the same thing. There is a difference of minus. Previously we have got tan of a plus b. Here we need to go for tan of a minus b. Where is the difference? Difference is here in this. The numerator is same, only the denominator there is a change. So just after noting down the changes over here and putting the same whatever the procedure we have done in the previous step, the same we are going to do it here. But here this cos of alpha and cos minus cos alpha will go off, and you will remain here with 2i sin alpha in the numerator. Denominator will be always whatever we have got in the similarly, we will be getting the same. And we know that cos square alpha plus sin square alpha is equals to 1. We have written that at. So that is nothing but 2i sin alpha upon 2, which is equals to I times sin alpha. That means we have got the result as here. So we have got it here. The result tan of 2i phi is equals to I times sin of alpha. Right? Now, but what is this? This tan of 2i phi is nothing but I times tan hyperbolic 2 phi, and which is we are equating it with I times sin of alpha, and therefore this I, so this is what I have written it here. Whatever is this, we have discussed it. The same thing I will go off from here, and you will remain here with tan hyperbolic 2 phi is equals to sin alpha. That, and again here tan of theta is e to the power theta minus e to the power minus theta upon e to the power theta plus e to the power minus theta. Putting the same value here, so tan hyperbolic 2 phi, because here the theta is nothing but here from this current formula theta has been replaced as 2 phi here. So e to the power 2 phi minus e to the power minus 2 phi upon this would give us sin alpha. Now we need to go for this because it's known as computando and dividendo, which is a by b is equals to c by d, if and only if a plus b upon a minus b is equals to c plus d upon c minus d. We have done this type of things so many times in the higher school education, 11th 12th standard rather than. So this is what we are going to do it here. After making this changes over here, or this computando and c and d, or this is also abbreviated as c and d. So this is, we have done it after making this particular c and d over here. So this is what we have to do it. After that, from this step, we'll be getting this cos of pi by 2 plus theta is equals to minus of sin theta. We are making use of this particular thing. So that means what, we are making use of minus sin theta. So sin theta is already there here. So sin of alpha, so we will be replacing this sin alpha as cos of pi by 2 plus alpha. Similarly, we do have it here sin alpha, because in the first step it is plus, so plus, because of that this minus sign will come back here to this one, and we'll have it here minus cos of pi by 2 plus alpha. 1 minus, so minus sin alpha will be replaced as cos of pi by 2 plus alpha. So we have got this identity. Now again 1 minus cos of 2 theta is 2 times sin squared theta. So this is a double angle formula. If we'll observe here, the same formula will be applying for the numerator as well as denominator, wherein this 2 theta is nothing but pi by 2 plus alpha, and therefore we have to make the half angle of that particular, which is 2 times e to the power 2 alpha pi by, sorry, e to the 2 into sin square pi by 4 plus alpha by 2 divided by 2 into cos square pi by 4 plus alpha by 2. This is what we have done it. Now again, this is from the trigonometric formula which we will be we were using it so far. Now what has happened here in the LHS side? In the LHS side, if you'll observe here, plus and minus sign, these terms would go off, and similarly denominators, from denominator also the positive negative will go off from here. So it is e to the power 2 phi minus e to the power 2 phi will go off, and you'll remain here with this particular thing, which this so 2 will go off from here, and e to the power minus 2 alpha will come in the numerator with e to the power 4 alpha. Alpha nahi, phi, it's a phi here, right? Oh, okay, and therefore e to the power 4 phi is equals to tan square pi by 4 plus alpha by 2. This is again because of the sin square upon cos square will give us tan square with the same angle, because we do have the same angle for sin square and cos square, and that is the reason we have got this. Similarly, now taking the square root of both the sides here, so because it's e to the power 4 phi is equals to tan square of this theta, therefore e to the power 2 phi is equals to tan of this, which will give us 2 phi is equals to, so now that means what, we are just making this antilog, taking the antilog of both the sides, we'll be getting 2 phi is equals to log to the power b, log to the base e, tan of this particular thing. Then again this is giving to us as this 2 will come to the other side, making it as phi is equals to 1 by 2 times log to the base e tan of pi by 4 plus alpha by 2, and this is what we have got it. The second proof that part. This is the different kind of examples and very unique idea, you can say it. Most of the time we are going to use it here, the trigonometric formula and this angle formula and all. Okay, one more thing we'll be going ahead. This is this theta, what we have done it almost similar type, but this is little different. Let me just explain you this. So this is given to us as cos hyperbolic x is sec of theta. Let us start the example with this part, that is this particular thing is we are assuming. So tan inverse of e to the power minus x, we are assuming that as alpha. So after assuming this as alpha, e to the power minus x will give us tan of alpha, and that is nothing but alpha is equals to tan inverse of e to the power minus x. So that is what we have got it here, right? Okay, so e to the power x is cot of alpha, just taking the inverses of both the sides. After that, sec of theta is cos of hyperbolic x. It's been given to us in the example. This is what is the identity given to us here. Cos hyperbolic x is equals to sec of theta. So sec of theta we are saying it is equals to, because we need it here, theta is equals to. That is the reason we are saying it's sec of theta is equals to cos hyperbolic x. But cos hyperbolic x is the formula having e to the power x plus e to the power minus x by 2. Just putting the values over here from whatever we have got it here, e to the power minus x as tan of alpha and e to the power x as cot of alpha. We have just put the values here. After putting the values here, we are going to get is, so this 2 will come to the other sides, can be written as 2 sec of theta is equals to cot of alpha plus tan of alpha. Then this cot alpha and tan alpha will be converting in terms of sine and cos. So we are going to get this type of identity. After getting this identity, just by cross multiplication, we will be getting cos square alpha plus sine square alpha in the numerator, and denominator is the product of them. This is nothing but the numerator will give us 1. Actually, this has been done later on, but the numerator is 1 over here. That is cos square alpha plus sine square alpha is 1. And the sine alpha into cos of alpha, because we need to change this 2 times sine alpha cos alpha using the formula. That is the reason multiply divide by 2 numerator denominator. That would give us 2 upon sine of 2 alpha, because we know that sine of 2x is equals to 2 times sine of x into cos of x. Again, this is the trigonometric formula. We are going to use it for the double angle. This is what is we have got it. So but what is this? We have got this as 2 times sec of theta is equals to 2 upon sine 2 alpha. That means what? We have got it here. So this sec alpha we can write down as 1 upon cos. So 2 upon cos theta is equals to 2 upon sine of 2x 2 alpha. Again, cos of pi by 2 minus theta is equals to sine of theta, and therefore we are just writing it up, cos of theta is equals to sine of 2 alpha. After that, cos of theta is equals to cos of pi by 2 minus 2 alpha. So sine of 2 alpha can be written as cos of pi by 2 minus 2 alpha, and therefore after taking that means what exactly we have got the theta as, theta is equals to pi by 2 minus 2 times alpha. But what is this alpha? We have assumed the alpha here. We have assumed the alpha as this, that is alpha is tan inverse of e to the power minus of x. That is what we have written it, and we got the first part of this question. Okay, let us go ahead with the second one. Now we have got this particular equation, that is a cos hyperbolic x is sec of theta. That is e to the power x plus e to the power minus x by 2 is sec of theta. Again forming the equation in terms of e to the power x. Here in terms of e to the power x, so e to the power x square minus 2 e to the power x cos of sec of theta plus 1 is equals to 0. By just putting the equation mode, that video is also available in the channel. Just you have to look into the thing that how to use the mode, equation mode, to take the equations, the answers directly. That you can do it, and you can just have it e to the power x is equals to 2 times sec of theta plus or minus square root of 4 sec square theta minus 4 upon 2. After this is nothing but we are going to get it e to the power x is sec of theta plus square root of, which is nothing but e to the power x is equals to sec of theta plus or minus tan of theta. Now this tan hyperbolic x by 2, that means tan hyperbolic x by 2 is equals to, why are we going to do that? Because we know we need to go for the second part. So we are assuming that LHS part, tan hyperbolic x by 2 can be written out in this way, that is e to the power x by 2 minus e to the power minus x by 2 upon e to the power x by 2 plus e to the power minus x by 2. Then this e to the power minus x by 2, taking it as 1 upon e to the power x by 2, and then cross multiply, you will get this e to the power x minus 1 upon e to the power x plus 1. Now this tan hyperbolic x by 2 is equals to, now e to the power x, we have got this as sec of theta plus or minus tan of theta. So we'll be considering e to the power x as sec of theta plus tan of theta. So we have just put this value over here. If you'll observe here, e to the power x, the value of e to the power x, we have replaced it here, minus 1 plus 1. After that, just by adjusting this, so this is converting everything in terms of sine and cos, we'll be getting this 1 plus sine theta minus cos of theta. So what exactly we have done it here? Sec of theta we have replaced as 1 upon cos of theta, as well as the tan of theta we have considered as sine theta upon cos of theta, because we need to go and reduce this particular equation in terms of theta only. So that is the reason we are going ahead with like this. Then again we are combining 1 minus cos of theta plus sine theta, 1 plus cos of theta plus sine theta, which is equals to, just a minute. Okay, so sine to 2 theta is equals to 2 times sine theta into cos of theta, and 1 minus cos of 2 theta is equals to 2 times sine square theta. 1 plus cos of 2 theta is 2 times cos square theta. So this is what the trigonometric. So if you observe here, all this type of examples we are exploring more on the trigonometric formulas. So this is what, after just putting all these formulae over here, like 1 minus cos of theta, 1 plus cos of theta, sine theta, we'll be getting everything in terms of half angle theta by 2. And if you'll observe here, if you'll just reduce it further, you'll be getting it is equals to sine of theta by 2 upon cos of theta by 2. Just by making this some adjustments over here, you're going to get it like this. After getting this, which is equals to tan of theta by 2, that means what we have got it here, tan hyperbolic theta x by 2 is equals to tan of theta by 2. This is what is from this particular second question, and we have got the second equation over here. Okay, so if at all you have any query related to this particular question, please do ask me in the comment section. I'm here to address those queries and the questions. If at all you like the video, you are getting this particular questions, please do connect it. Please do stay tuned for the channel. Thank you. Happy learning.